How is your patience these days? Are you feeling frustrated, annoyed, and impatient for something to just change in your life? Then you're in the right place. Take a listen to this podcast and learn a lesson from a lemon tree. Welcome to my podcast, Giving You a Fresh Start After Trauma. I'm Regina Sanchez, your host, and I'm so glad you're here. Starting over after trauma can be a blend of real pain and some hope, sadness and then some joy. It's a mixture of moments of faith and then moments of fear. There will be times when you'd rather not remember, but then times of excitement. You may fail along the way, but if you keep moving forward, your discouragement will turn to peace. Some days you may feel like giving up, and other days you're running in your race to victory. That, my friend, is a journey of having a fresh start after trauma. And if you are in any of these places and need some encouragement, you have stopped at the right place. Let's journey together to giving you a fresh start after trauma. Join me now to be revived, rejuvenated, and restored to a place of living free from your past emotional pain. Welcome, friends, to my podcast, Giving You a Fresh Start After Trauma. I'm glad you're here, and I pray that this message blesses and encourages you. Let's get started. Are you praying or have you prayed for something to happen in your life, and it seems like it's just falling on deaf ears? I know, I've been there, and I actually can say right now I'm waiting on something that has not come to fruition yet. And honestly, I've gone through many emotional and mental gymnastics as I've been waiting. I'm sure you've been in that place as well. Well, there could be reasons for that waiting, and God is teaching me a lesson from a lemon tree. It's a lemon tree that my daughter-in-law, Erin, had asked me to take care of. I love how God gives me lessons from movies, books, and in this case, nature. I was asked to care for a lemon tree by Erin because her new apartment was just too small. The best place for it in my home is in my bathroom because of all the light from the window and the skylight. Well, when she brought me the tree, it was in October of last year, and wouldn't you know, leaves began dropping off, and I mean tons of them. I mean, some days it was like 25 leaves. I was so upset and concerned because I did not want to destroy her plant. So I called a nursery, and they told me that this was very normal, that lemon trees are very temperamental, like ficus trees. The leaf dropping eventually did stop. But then what happened? Gnats. There was this infestation of gnats, and I tried everything to stop it. Well, everything, but I wouldn't use chemicals. And to no avail. They were multiplying like crazy. Well, when Thanksgiving came and Erin joined us, we brought the tree outside and got rid of all the old dirt because the dirt was where the larvae of the gnats were. You couldn't see the larva, but you just knew it was there. She rinsed the roots, and we put it back in a pot, and we gave it fresh organic soil. Thankfully, that resolved the issue. Now, when she gave me the tree, there were 3 yellow lemons and 1 small one that was green. 2 of the yellow lemons are still on the tree, and the green one is just starting to turn yellow. I asked her how long it would take for the yellow ones to be ripe enough to come off the tree. She said, a while. So I went to my friend Google, and I found out that it could be 6 to 9 months before the lemon is ready to be removed from the tree. Lesson 1. Even when you think it's ready, it's not. So waiting, I keep going. Well, 2 weeks ago, do you know what I found? A little tiny bud. And I snapped a picture of it and I sent it to Erin. She was so excited to see this little bud. And if you follow my blog below the link to this podcast, you'll get to see the pictures. Well, a few days later, it opens to this delicate and pretty flower. I didn't even want to touch it because I was afraid it would break off. It was so delicate. So I left it alone. Well, not but a few days later, I wake up to this dead flower. I was so concerned. It was so upsetting. So I text Erin and she reassures me that it's normal. Because you see, in the center of the dead flower is a new lemon about to emerge. Oh my gosh, how wonderful is nature? And please, look at the blog post below and look at the pictures. That tiny lemon is so tiny. It's smaller than a pea, but it's so adorable. Okay, well, you might ask, what does this have to do with waiting for a promise or waiting for a change of something in your life? I think a lot. Just like that lemon tree had to change its environment by coming into the house for the winter, we too can have change in our life, and that change can be unsettling. As we're trying to adjust to that change, we can have those little gnats in our life that bring on stress or insecurity or sleeplessness and a host of other annoying situations. But once you adjust to that change and even get to the root of what's causing those annoying situations, you can then move on and move into a level of peace and begin to wait more patiently for your answered prayer. Now, this lemon tree has been in my house for 5 months before a new lemon began to appear. And while we're waiting, there can be some purging, adjusting, repenting, and even relearning that we may need to do before our prayers get answered. It takes 6 to 9 months for the fullness of the lemon to be done. It is a slow growth. But in that slow growth, much beauty and life is being created. So in your slow growth, what beauty is being created inside of you? What lessons are you learning? What changes are you implementing? Stay the course, my friend. And for me, I stay close to the Lord. I want to learn every lesson and glean all the wisdom I can because I don't want to go around the same mountain a second time. So if you're feeling a sense of frustration for something you've been waiting for and it just doesn't seem to be happening, perhaps God is causing something new to grow inside you and that it's just going to take some more time. Be patient and be connected. Well, friends, thank you for listening to this podcast, as I hope you gleaned something from it. Whatever you may have taken away from it, meditate on it, and then ask the Father about it and ask Him to make it to be life inside of you. It's one thing to receive something, to get an aha moment, but it's another thing to let that aha moment, that bit of revelation, to become life, to help begin to change you. Don't just leave it at an aha moment. As always, I'm here to help coach you along in your desired goals. And I desire to help you live in peace, love, joy, and rest. Well, God bless. Remember, friends, that you are loved. I love you, and the Lord loves you. Have a beautiful day. Thank you, my friends, for taking the time to listen to my podcast. I hope you found it uplifting and encouraging, and that it guides you to having peace, love, joy, and health in your life. If you would like more information on my coaching programs, then go to my website, reginasanchez.com, where you can see the services I offer to give you a fresh start after trauma. You can also find my book, Can I Have Your Heart, Daddy, on Amazon. It is my personal journey back to the heart of my Heavenly Father. Be blessed, be encouraged, and know that you are loved.